And here's my audience. Hello, I'm Tony Fiducia, and I am here to teach you how to make bread. So, why bread? It's super simple, it's not very interesting, and you could just buy it. Well, the thing is bread is useful and essential in a lot of ways. If you want to eat a hamburger, you could go out and go buy one at McDonald's or go get some hamburger buns and grill yourselves a few patties or whatever. But the thing is you're always relying on other people to sort of do it for you, which is fine. But maybe life's sometimes not about going to McDonald's and more about learning a useful, essential skill that can lead you to other useful products that you can make yourself. And it's part of American culture. And you have apple pies and pizzas and hamburgers, etc. So it's something that's sort of useful to know. So how do you make it? Well, first you got to get your ingredients. So there's, of course, flour and water and, yeast. Okay, so there's also a lot of other things that you can add, such as salt or seeds or nuts or whatever you want. But the truth is all you really need is flour and water, and that's sort of what makes bread so useful. It's cheap and doesn't really require much. So what about yeast? Well, you can buy your own, again, valid option. Or you could make your own starter, which is simple. You just get a jar and equal parts by weight flour and water, mix it together, and every 24 hours discard half, replace the lost half with equal amounts of flour and water. And wait a couple weeks and you have yeast. And so with that, you're on to the bread making process itself. So first what you want to do is get your ingredients, flour, water, and starter, and using a 3-to-1 ratio of flour, water, and starter, get those ingredients together. Then first mix flour and water and wait about 15 minutes. Then mix in the starter after the 15 minutes has passed and mix it all into a dough, sort of like a shaggy mess is the consistency you're looking for. Then you want to put the dough in a warm place and wait a couple of hours. After a couple of hours, the dough will have risen, probably about twice its original size, and you want to fold the dough into whatever sort of shape you're wanting to use. Heat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and cook for about 30 minutes. Usually you want to add some steam and maybe run a knife across the surface of the dough. And then you have bread. So now that you have that and it's a super useful skill, what is the sort of, the payoff? And that is, it's an essential skill that you can learn, that you can grow to master. It's a joy to do. If you are, it's a skill that you can then customize in order to make any sort of thing that you want, and that's awesome. And that's how you make bread.